Hey everyone, Soundwave884 here with another Transformers review. Today looking at Transformers Titans Returns FENGUL and Grotusque. And he comes with also a Titan Master SCORPONOK. And this is him in his beast mode. And then what he comes with when you get this figure, he is I think a HasCon or something. He was Toys R Us exclusive. And you can order him off Toys R Us. I think it was on Hasbro Toy Shop very quickly. I can't recall on that, but I know he was on ToysRUs.com. Sold out real fast. They had some more. Now they're going, going under. Got this right before they announced that they're going to close all the stores, or no, right after they announced. Yeah, they're going to close all the stores. So I was like, he's still in stock. Go ahead and get him. So yeah, he comes out a nice little collector's box in a way. It's nice. There's not much on the sides here. But also Transformers in the back. It just has a lot of jargon there, and then you can open it up. And when you do that, you do get a spot here that came with the two cards for Grotusque and SCORPONOK, and you get the little schematics for their makeup. And when you open that up, you get nice artwork here, which is what is also on his card, and you can see where they were stored. So yeah. So that's that. Go ahead and just close that back up. Toss it over there, and also you get his instruction booklet. And yes, it takes about 18 steps to get them into beast mode. Also, he comes with a card. This is his card, and his stats are on the back. Very nice indeedio. And you also get a card for the SCORPONOK, which is just the Headmaster / Titan Master, and his stats. If you add him to somebody, this is what he would add on to their abilities. And he is this right here. Alright, so first off, we're going to get to comparisons. Here is Grotusque, and here's his mold mate from the Titans Returns. I think they call him Twinferno now. I can't remember his name now. Save My Life. Double Cross. Well, that was his name, right? So they are mold mates. You can see where they do share a lot of similarities. The feet, the legs, the wings are the same. These are just more translucent. You can tell where the differences come in is how they form their heads and their arms here. They do have the same exact weapon. And the view from the back. Overall, I do think it is a really good retool and a remolding of this, and using some same parts. But overall, I do think it does stand out to look different enough at first glance that it's not overly obvious. In comparison with his old G1 buddy, Grotusque, you can tell the size difference is there's a lot of size difference here. And the wings are different. You can see that his go up. Where does his go down? Which I'm pretty sure you can. Can you flop these around the other way? Does it make a difference? Yes, you can. Maybe it's just me who has the wings on backwards. Anybody ever thought of that? Well, Thor didn't. Alright. You can always switch those around. There you go. I probably just had them on backwards. There's in robot mode. Yeah. There you go. Now they go the same way. But the color schemes are really good. They did do a lot to match this. The blues are very similar. This one is just a shade darker. This is more white. This is more of an off-white on the actual shoulder. And the grays are good. His white feet kind of stand out. I kind of prefer it all been gray. But at least it gives it a different color change there. The weapon is similar. And even the head sculpts are slightly similar. Just slightly. And this one does open his mouth. And I just knocked his gun off his back. Plug. Alright. And of course, the new ones don't have this, but the old one still has his sparking action. Get that sparks! Get that sparks! Just what every child needs to play with. And we'll go with the other guy who is in the set, SCORPONOK. This is SCORPONOK, the Titan Master. This is SCORPONOK G1. Size difference, definite. Head difference, of course, you can turn them back here. Now, their articulation is similar to almost being the exact same, except for the heads on these do slightly move. That's just to give, if I can focus there, our head articulation to whoever they're sitting atop. But everything else is pretty much the same. And they're, I guess, slightly similar in the molding. And the head sculpt's totally different. The body sculpts, I don't know, slightly similar. The leg sculpts are a little more similar. I really don't know if his body is a redo of another Titan Master. I can't tell you there, because I don't own them all. So I wouldn't be able to tell you if they or if it shares a mold. Now the head sculpt here is a full-on head sculpt for SCORPONOK. It even includes all the bells and whistles that are on the sides, not just the face that went underneath. Because remember in G1 SCORPONOK, his head was inside like a little helmet that came over, sort of like how the Titans Returns later classes would do, where you had the smaller head guy who would sit in there, and they had the little bigger helmet come over. That's how G1 SCORPONOK was. So we'll just transform him. And I do like that these had this little ability to hide the face in robot mode. You know, I just came over like so and hit it. And we can see here the face of G1 SCORPONOK. So yes, that is a lot different. This one looks really good. I really like the look of this one. It just really stands out. It reminds me so much of the IDW comics SCORPONOK. But yeah, you can probably get a different figure and just try to, you know, make you a regular bot size SCORPONOK for that if you really are a good customizer. And man, look, I've rambled on for 7 minutes already. Now let's get this guy into robot mode. So you hit the transformation. We're going to take his gun off. All right. I really do not like how the legs do on these things. They put the plug in back here, and it's such like cheap quality plastic that it. But that's just for another time, and they don't. It doesn't stay tabbed in very well at all either. So yeah. But what we're gonna do is go ahead and I'm gonna take his feet here. I'm gonna fold them in, and his legs are just gonna fold up to the back here. And you're gonna do that on both sides. Get them over and done with. Go ahead and pull these out. So you want to get his legs to where they go down like that. Then you want to untab his legs, his tail, but it already came untabbed. And you just want to unfold them out. And you will have to move the tip tail pieces out of the way. And they go to the side of the leg. And you just bring it all the way down. And then this piece just folds up onto there. And that is now going to become his foot. So, there you go. Legs are done. Now, to get with the rest of the bot mode, I'm going to get a little more light here in the front of the figure so we can actually show him off here. I'm going to take his mouth, close his mouth back up. Say, shut that thing, boy. Take his head. What we're going to do is take this gray part back here. And I'm just going to untab it from the rest of his face, like so. And this is going to fold down to his back. Then we'll take this piece here. And first of all, I guess we need to get his headmaster out of his chest. There he is. Headmaster, sorry. I'll close that back down. And we're going to close this piece down like so. And you can raise this piece up. And that mimics the G1 toy. Now his hands here to take the claws, fold them back. His hands right here on the sides, bring them out. Do the same on the other arm, bring them out. Bring his arm down. Now what you want to do here is you want to rotate his shoulders all the way around. Bring his arm down. And just close this piece here. So, rotate, bring down, close. And that gets his arms in the right position. And then you have his wings, you know, rotate him back here. Alright, now there's his headmaster. Let's look at his headmaster. We haven't actually looked at this guy yet. I actually do like the sculpting on this little guy. And the paint is really nice. And we're just going to fold this sucker over in the normal transformation for a Titan Master. And plug him into the head. Socket, neck. There we go. And you take his gun, which can split into two. So you can have him wielding two weapons. And there you go. Titans Returns Grotusque. Overall, I do think he is a very, very nice figure. Time for robot mode comparisons. Alright, here's his mold mate, double crossed, or as we want to call him, Twin Inferno nowadays. Now you can see the similarities right off the bat. Really hit legs down. They have pretty much the same legs all the way down. They do have different plates. I do like how these kind of get out of the way for the leg movement. Everything else about these guys is different. It's just the legs, the wings, and the gun. So, otherwise, is nice. Nice. Take him out of the way and show him off with his G1. The OG G1. Of course, nowadays, your articulation on... helps if I get the legs right here. The articulation on the new Titans Return, of course, is head and shoulders above the G1. Overall look and paint, of course, I go again with Titans Returns. Nostalgia, G1 all the way. He's more hefty, he's bigger, he's more solid, but he also is a brick. So, head sculpting these guys. Get your gun down. I'm not shooting anybody today. A little bug-eyed on him. This guy has a little bit more mean face than the newer one. That's where she joins are better. So yeah, he just looks mad. He's like, Whereas he just looks more, well, what you talking about? I didn't do anything. But yeah. I guess I can give you a shot from the back if you want to. See where the head stores. It's very similar. Just the head hangs off the back. Alright. So it's Grotusque in his comparisons. Overall articulation is what you expect from Titans Returns. If you have Double Cross or Twin Inferno, you know what you're getting out of this guy right here. So you can always move this up so you get even more. It goes back. The only thing you're not getting any kind of wrist swivels or waist swivel. He's got everything else. So by now you know what you're getting with these figures. Nothing's gonna come as a surprise unless they have an extra bit of articulation. He doesn't have stuff that I wish he would have. He's still got more than his G1. And he's got a little bit, you can say, of ankle tilt just based on the transformation, but it's like full-fledged. Broke my ankle. But you're not going to use that. So yeah. You also, since you have single cannons, they can peg into his wings if you want for that kind of look. But overall, he is a very nice figure. I'm very happy I picked him up. I'm waiting for a Repugnus. I know they made a Titan Master of that, but that's not to say they won't eventually. Hopefully, they will make a regular size deluxe figure so everybody can complete their monster bots. Anyway, coming with his little Scorponok Titan Master guy alongside of him. He is a recommended pickup. I would say he is a definite own if you're into collecting the monster bots or any Titans Returns figures. Anyway, thanks for watching. Till next one. Peace out.